it going, everyone? Thanks for joining me. In today's video, we're going to actually do something really cool where we talk about 3 crazy denomination coins like the 2-cent piece, the half dime, and the 20-cent piece. Now that I have this United States type Dansco album, it's actually led me to a lot of research into coins that, yeah, I've heard about them before, but I've never really taken the time to really do research about them and really learn that much about, why they were around and why they ended that certain denomination. So I'm not going to be able to cover every single aspect, but I'm going to do my best to give you guys the facts on why these coins were around and why they got taken away, who made them, what they're made of, and when they were produced. So stick around and enjoy the video. Alright, so like I said, I've chosen 3 coins that I'm going to talk about today, and these are actually 3 coins that I need for my Dansco type album that I love. I've had so much fun filling this out, but we're going to open it up and take a look at it. And as you can see, I have a lot of work to do. I have no half cents yet. I only got one of the large cents. Doing pretty good on the small cents except for the older Indian heads. But the first coin I want to talk about is right here, and that is the 2-cent piece. Alright guys, so here's the 2-cent piece. This coin is so awesome. It was produced from 1864 to 1872 until the nickel just became more popular, leading to its abolishment from the Mint Act of 1873. So they just got rid of it, mostly because they didn't really see a need for a 2-cent piece by that point. The shield nickel was going around, and then not too long after that, the Liberty Head V nickel started being produced. This composition of this coin is 95% copper and 5% zinc. As far as mint marks go, there are no mint marks on the 2-cent pieces. They were all struck in Philadelphia Mint. The designer of this coin was the same guy who designed coins like the Flying Eagle, the Indian Head Cent, the Shield Nickel, and the 3-cent pieces. His name was James B. Longacres. So really interesting coin, and it's crazy to think that people back in the day had a 2-cent piece in their pocket. Alright, so that was such an interesting coin. Love that 2-cent piece. I will definitely be adding one of those to the Dansco in the near future. They're not too pricey. You can find them with legible dates and in decent condition for about 15 bucks, maybe even a little bit cheaper than that. They're not too hard to find, so I'll definitely be getting one of those added to the Dansco in the near future. But the next coin we're going to be talking about in this video is the half dime. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the half dime. And what's crazy about this coin right here, this is a 1792 flowing hair half dime. Some consider this coin to be the very first coin ever minted by the US Mint because of the Coinage Act of 1792. Well, that's still argued today by collectors and numismatics because some people actually consider that 1792 half dime to be a test piece or a pattern coin. So I just thought that was really interesting that people still debate that today in the collecting realm in the numismatic industry. So very awesome. But because it was a half dime and it was valued at a nickel and it was made out of 90% silver, once the shield nickel came around and the 3-cent piece and the copper nickel alloy coins started being produced, they didn't really see a point of having a 90% silver coin with the same denomination. So it ended up being discontinued in 1873 because it just became redundant. Alright guys, so very interesting. The half dime has a lot of history behind it, and as you guys can see in the Dansco album, there isn't the flowing hair design listed. It starts out in 1829 with the cap bust, but there was a lot of different versions of the half dime, and when it comes to pricing it today, it gets a little bit difficult because there were so many different versions, and you get into grade and all that stuff, so the price can differ a lot. But that's not to say that some of these spots won't be filled, because I know that some of these half dimes are on the affordable side. I mean, they're not crazy amount coins by any means, but really awesome coin with a lot of history behind it, and it was really interesting. So let's talk about the next coin and the last one we're going to talk about today, and that's on the next page here, and that is the 20-cent piece. Alright guys, so here is the 20-cent piece. Now this coin actually made me laugh when I did some research on it, because all this coin really did was cause a lot of confusion. Now this coin was produced from 1875 until 1878, and actually the last 2 years were only issued to collectors. So this was a very short-lived coin, and there's a very good reason for that. All it did was cause confusion because of the size and the design on it. it got confused with the quarter, which was almost identical. So I just thought it was really funny that this coin went around and all it did was cause confusion. There was a few different mint marks. It looks like there was Carson City and San Francisco, and also some Philadelphias, which of course the Philadelphias won't have a mint mark on it. Alright guys, so that was such a fun video to make, and I actually learned a lot doing all that research to do this for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As far as the 20-cent piece goes and adding that to the Dansko, I probably eventually will actually get that in the Dansko album. After doing some research, it's about $100 bill for usually you get a 20-cent piece, but if you get lucky you get a little cheaper than that. But I'd definitely be adding that to the Dansko one day. So we talked about the 20-cent piece that just caused a lot of confusion. We talked about the half dimes that kind of got, you know, unpopular because the nickel came out and it was just a lot cheaper to make them, so they didn't really see a point in the half dime. Really interesting. And then we had that 2-cent piece that also kind of got killed by the nickel being produced. So really interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not already subscribed, really think about hitting that subscribe button. I like to do a lot of fun videos like this, and I appreciate you guys, and I definitely hope to see you on the next video.